Hello there, this is Kadira of Fiber Fancies. Today I'm going to share with you an idea for what to do with these pull tabs from juice or almond drink cartons. I seem to end up with a lot of them and I don't want to put them in the waste because the plastic is toxic for the environment and for birds. So today what I'm going to show you is how to make a really cool little ornament or bracelet. So you start with a plastic tab and you're going to cut off the ring part. I've done that already, and here is one of the rings. Now what I've done is I've taken a length of yarn so that it's nice and easy for you to see. It's about 2 yards long. I just measured from pulling it from my nose out to the end of my arm. Doesn't have to be exact. And you're going to double the yarn in half. And then you can load your needle either with the cut ends, or it might be easier to put the folded end into the eye of your needle, like this. There you go. And then run it all the way down to the cut ends, because you're going to be working from the other end, and I'll show you what I mean. So, putting the needle through the loop, and then you're going to put it back through the loop of the yarn, like this. Okay. And then you're just going to work your way around, taking sort of stitches. Let's see if I can make that a little more easy to see. Yeah. So you're going to have your yarn going, your needle going through the loop, through the ring, and make a loop of yarn, and then you're going to put the needle back through that loop of yarn and pull it really snug. So it looks like this. And you can flatten it down so that these bumps are on the outside. They give it a nice finished look. And then you just continue all the way around the ring. Okay, so I don't want to bore you with watching me do that. I have one that I have completed like this. Actually, this is a side that looks a lot nicer, as you can see. So then you can join. As you see, I have a strand here. I'm going to rethread the needle with this strand, and then I'll show you how to attach to your second ring. Did that go through? I guess I'll do this way. No, I'm going to have to load one strand at a time because the eye of my needle is a little bit tricky to load. You can also do this weaving by hand, and I will show you that when I finish with this bit. So there, I've got the 2 strands going back through my needle. And then you want to even the ends up. Okay. You've got your needle threaded. Now, taking another ring, I'm simply putting the needle through the middle of the ring, pulling it up really snug. So this is how they look side by side. And I like to keep the ring to the left as I work. Then I put the needle back through the ring and back through the loop. And there you go. You've just joined 2 rings together. Now at the end, when you get all the way around again, you can make another stitch attaching Let's see, did I do that right? Yeah, you're going to go all the way around. But be careful not to split your yarn. I'm doing this with yarn because it's bigger and easier to see. The first one I did where I made a bracelet, I used pearl cotton embroidery yarn, thread, whatever you call it. Pearl cotton is single strand as opposed to floss, which is 6 strands. You could use floss, you could use string, you could use yarn. And then you just keep going all the way around so that you've connected several of them. And I made a bracelet, as you see in the original post, using, I think it was 5 or 6 of these rings. And then I sewed them together with a button in the middle because they are flexible. They bend. And so you can put it over your wrist without having a clasp to open and shut, which is a lot easier to put on. So now I want to show you how you can do this without a needle. This is what I originally started doing. Again, I've got yarn. This is a little thicker, so it wouldn't fit through the eye of my needle on a double strand. So I'm going to take one more of these, and what I did was I put the loop, how did I do it? From the outside to the middle, I made a loop, and then I thread the 2 strands between. Again, pull it up snug, and then you just keep doing that. You put your yarn into the center of the ring, pull it through, pull it back through. See? No needle is needed. No needle is needled. I just found it a little quicker and easier with using a darning needle. You do need a darning needle which has a very large eye to put your strands through, and it doesn't make any difference about the size of the loops. Those are determined by the size of the thread or yarn or string that you use. So there you go. Anyway, you can join them and make all kinds of different ideas. Another thought I had with this reminds me of when I was a child, we had window shades. And I believe there was a pull, something like this, at the bottom of the shade. You could also hang this at the end of a light chain if you have a ceiling light with a chain or a ceiling fan with a chain. You could put this on. Just attach it to the bottom. Makes a little pretty element. You could probably embellish these with putting beads through your like put this through a bead and then work it around as you go. I didn't think to demonstrate that, but I'm sure you are talented and can figure that out for yourselves. So that is my little lesson in how to pretty up the ring from these plastic pull tabs. Enjoy yourself, and if you want to learn more about my business, it's fairyfiberfancies.com. I'll put the link below. Thank you. This is Kadira of Fiber Fancies. Bye for now.